So this is the drone I got, guys. It's a DJI Spark, just a little guy. As you can see, I got my registration number. So I've registered the drone with the government of Canada. I've also got my drone license, and I'm carrying everything with me in my pouch here. A little camera bag that I'm using for just my drone stuff. I've only been flying for maybe a couple months. I got the drone back in I think March or April, and basically you know, because of the weather and stuff, I've only flown it a few times. So I did the test. I think you need 65% to get a pass. I got 71, so yeah, not great, but it was enough to pass, and I learned a lot from doing the test that I can, you know, parlay into the future. And Joyce, you want to check out his YouTube channel. I highly encourage it if you're into potentially getting a drone, or you have a drone, or you want some help with the testing. His information booklet PDF file that I purchased was invaluable. It was awesome. It was great to have. I also got his app called Drone Pilot. So this is kind of the front page of it. You get a look at that. Starting June 1st, which for me is actually tomorrow. Today's May 31st. You're gonna have to log your flight plans, and in case the government actually asks you when you've been flying. So this app allows you to put all the information that's needed that the government would require. It's giving me the weather, and it's giving me my exact location. Alright, so we're ready to go fly, guys.
Take off.
Home safe to bring it back rather than fly it back. That way it's done right, in my opinion. Like I said, because I'm really new at this. I am a complete rookie. I'm new, I'm a beginner, you know, I'm just learning too, so that's all part of the process. But you know what, if you get it going right, it could be a fun hobby, and it's great when you have a YouTube channel and you can add the footage to your videos. I think the one thing that has to remain clear is that safety is the utmost concern, so we have to keep that up. Alright guys, we're going to take a closer look at the app, Drone Pilot Canada by Joyce. There's a look at the Sudbury Airport there, which is a restricted flying zone, being a red circle, and the outer circle is also restricted. But basically I want to show you some functions of the app itself. You can put circles yourself where you are in the area. Some weather forecasts and observations here available. And going through the list, we have a place for flight logs. It'll automatically put your flight logs there once they're done. Add any crew members, so there's their information that you can add to their listing, and we can also go into the aircraft And once all these things are in, you can default these settings so that it's easier for you to put in just before you're going to fly. We also have the option here of any downloaded manuals will show up there. Now we're going to get into checklists and procedures, and they're available for a basic pre-flight checklist. It's going to go through everything you are required to know, and you should know, and you should check on. So it's a great reminder to have that in the app, so it'll be with you at all times when you're flying, and that's wonderful to have. It's also available for the advanced certification, which I don't have. We also have special flight operations certificate, and again, stuff you need to know when you have that, and that's all available right in the app, so it's with you at all times. We're going to look at takeoff and launch procedures, stuff you should keep in mind when you're ready, or prior to taking off, to make sure that you're ready to take off and launch the craft. This area also includes landing procedures and what you should do when you land, and have a look at the drone, etc. Have a look at those. Now we're getting into emergency procedures, and there's a long list of stuff you should do in case there's any kind of medical issues or an aircraft flyaway, or if there's a crash. Gives you an idea of what you should be doing, so even under pressure you can't forget exactly what you should be doing. Again, key rules about flying for the basic and the advanced, and those are just things you should keep in mind, so you should be going over these often enough. Once again, we can look at some additional resources, and one of them we'll look at here is the Transport Canada portal, and that's a direct way to get into that. We can also export flight records or any flights that we've done. Look at the circles and the different color combinations. Red's an absolutely no-fly zone for a basic flyer like myself. In the yellow shaded areas, you can fly there, but you have to be aware that there's other planes, and you have to stay away from any manned aircraft that go in those areas. And yeah, the app will show you what area you're in, if you're in one of those areas, and if you have to be even more careful, or if you're not allowed to be in that area. And that's the Sudbury Airport area, which is a big red no-go zone, and some other areas within the city that are considered aerodrome areas. And what else can I tell you? It's a great tool. It's got a lot of features. Just tried to show you a little bit of them, but it gives you a great opportunity to go through all the information that you studied for and more. Thanks again to Don Joyce for providing incredible information and help to all us drone pilots here in Canada, as the drone laws have changed as of June 1st, 2019. I will put a link to Don's YouTube channel in the description. Also put a link to his Facebook page, and a link to get this great app, and a link to get the PDF and all the great information. Once again, thanks Don, really appreciate it. Appreciate you watching, guys.